All right, good morning. Welcome to our Get Flexible class. I am Coach Sarah with Functional Effect, and we are going to be starting out this morning with 3 movement flows. The first flow is going to be, each one is going to be progressively longer than the next. It's going to be adding on to, and we're going to go through each flow 2 times. So our first flow, we're going to be starting out in prone press-up position. So lying down on our bellies, our feet completely relaxed, hands about shoulder distance apart and just slightly outside of shoulder width. And we're going to take a nice deep breath into the belly through the nose. And on the exhale, we're going to gently press up from the floor, relaxing your hips to the ground, letting your head fall back. And after you've exhaled out all your air, bring yourself back down to the ground. We're going to be doing 10 repetitions here. Inhale to prepare. And exhale to press. Make sure those hips are staying sunk down to the ground. Elbows tucked to your sides. 5 more. Last 2. And the last one. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and press our hips back into child's pose. Sit your hips to your heels, open up your knees so that your chest can fall between. And we're gonna walk our hands all the way to the left. And then take your right hand, walk your fingertips as far as they'll go, and you'll start feeling that stretch go from your rib cage all the way through the fingertips of your right hand. Take a nice deep breath in. On the exhale, try to sink into the stretch. Bring it back to center. And let's walk those hands all the way to the right. Take the left hand, walk those fingertips out. Reach nice and long. Deep breath in. On the exhale, sink into the stretch. Walk those hands back to center. And let's turn ourselves over into a double leg hip bridge. So lying flat on our back. Feet flat, heels about fingertip distance away, palms up. And what we're going to do here is bridge. And we're going to reach up overhead. We're going to slide those elbows down as our hips stay elevated, squeezing our shoulder blades underneath of us. Extend the arms straight, and then bring the hips back down to the ground. Lift the hips, reach the arms, slide the elbows, squeeze the shoulder blades, and repeat. Let's lift, reach, slide. Here's 4. We're doing 10 of these as well. Make sure you breathe. Keep those hips elevated while you're reaching the arms overhead. The arms serve as a good distraction for keeping your hips up in the air. Let's do 4 more here. Last 3. If you're experiencing any pain in the shoulder blades or neck while lifting all the way up overhead, all I want you to do here is just lift right up over the chest and back down. That would be your modification. Last one, right here. Lift, reach, slide, and extend. All right. From here, we're gonna lift those feet up off the ground. We're gonna roll up, and we're gonna step ourselves back into the prone press up position. And we're gonna go through from the top of the order one more time. Hands about shoulder distance apart, feet relaxed, toes just slightly turned in. You do not want to be squeezing your booty while you do this. Deep breath in, exhale and press up. The range of motion on this set should feel a little bit better. You should feel a little bit looser. Inhale to prepare, exhale to press. Shoulders away from your ears, elbows close to your ribs. Five more. Last two. Do these on your own. Make sure. Last one. All right, go ahead and turn over into hip bridge position. Lying flat on your back. We're gonna do 10 bridges. Let's go ahead and bridge. Reach those arms up overhead. Keep the hips up, slide the elbows down, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then reset. We're going for 10 here. Bridges are a great exercise for helping us stabilize the pelvis and strengthening our glutes, which are the powerhouse of our body. Let's get 3 more of these. All right, after that last one, let's go ahead and grab a quick drink. We are done with that first circuit. Grab a quick sip of water, and then we're gonna go into our second circuit, which is gonna be starting from the roadkill press up position. So roadkill press up is very, very similar to our traditional press up position. We're gonna start in that same position, only we're gonna take our right leg and we're gonna hike that right leg up so that the hip is at approximately 90 degrees. The foot is flexed, not pointed, and that back foot is still relaxed. We're gonna do 5 of these on each side. So we're gonna inhale again to prepare, exhale, and press up. This is gonna feel slightly different than the last one. Your range of motion might be slightly different as well, and that's okay. Two more on this side. Straighten that leg out when you're finished and go into roadkill position with the left leg. Same thing, inhale to prepare. You'll feel a little bit more stretch on the front side of the hip on this one and the hip flexor of the straightened leg. 2 more. Last one. All right, from here, we're gonna straighten out both legs and we're gonna go into a position that you're gonna see a lot through the rest of the workout. But first, we're gonna come up to tabletop position. So nice flat back, toes are tucked under, hands are still shoulder distance apart, and we're gonna use our big toes to grip into the floor and press our hips back into a floor pike. So we wanna have our chest pressing towards our thighs, our shoulder blades driving together. We're gonna hold here for a breath. Let's take the right leg and let's reach it back nice and long. And we're gonna go into a pigeon stretch. So we're gonna take that right knee and we're gonna drive it through at a diagonal so that our right heel is at our left groin. Relax the left foot back and you can lower yourself down. You can stay on your hands, lower yourself to your elbows or all the way to your forehead, wherever the stretch feels best for you. But we want to make sure that you're feeling the stretch in the outside of the hip, not feeling it in your lower back. So if you get into this position and you're finding that you have to round to get there, it's probably too low. You want to maintain a nice flat back position. Hold here for a breath. Bring yourself back up to your hands. Tuck that back toe under. Press back into floor pike. Let's take the left leg and reach it back. Big, big reach. Drive the left knee through at a diagonal. Pigeon stretch. Relax into it. Take a nice big deep breath. Bring it back up to your hands. Let's press it back to floor pike one more time. Now from here, you're either going to be stepping or hopping your feet into the deep squat position. So I'm going to step into it this time and bring it all the way down to your bottom. And we're going to go into a single leg hip bridge. So we're going to bring our right leg up, hip, knee, and ankle at 90 degrees, palms up. Actually, let's go elbows driving into the ground, knuckles to the ceiling. This is going to help us engage our shoulder blades underneath of us. And from here, we're going to bridge off of that left foot. Make sure your big toe, your little toe, and your heel are all gripping the ground. And we're going to be doing 5 on each side, but we're holding it up there. 3, 2, 1. 2 more on this side, you guys. And last one. Switch legs. Two more. Last one. All right. From here, we're going to go back to roadkill position. So turn it back onto your tummy. And from the top of the order, 5 on each side. Remember, elbows tucked tight to your sides. I don't know about you, but my triceps are burning. Backs of my arms are definitely feeling it. Once you finish 5, switch sides. Last 2. And last one. For an additional challenge, as you transition into floor pike, you can go straight from the floor into a push-up into floor pike, or you can transition the same way we did last time, going to tabletop position first. So get yourself into floor pike, hold it here, shoulders away from your ears, strong arms, strong shoulders, reach that right leg back, big reach, drive that right knee through at a diagonal to pigeon stretch. Come down to whatever level feels right for you. Relax into the stretch, take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, sink into that stretch a little further. Bring it back up onto your hands, tucking that back foot under. Bring it into floor pike once again. Left arm is gonna reach, or left leg is gonna reach back this time. And drive that left knee through at the diagonal into pigeon stretch. Again, deep breath in, and on the exhale, sink into the stretch. Bring it back up onto your hands. Tuck that back toe under. Let's press it back into floor pike again. Holding it here for 1 breath. Hop or step your feet into deep squat. And then come all the way to your bottom for single leg bridges. Right foot elevated off the floor, hip at 90, knee at 90, ankle at 90. Drive the elbows, knuckles to the ceiling. Bridge it up, hold, hold, and down. We're doing 5 on each side. This is 3. 4, make sure you're breathing. And last one, inhale to prepare, exhale on the bridge. Switch legs. Two more on this side. Strong leg, strong core. Last one. All right, that concludes your second flow. Grab yourself a quick drink, and we are gonna start out that 3rd circuit. We're gonna go through that twice. Let me grab my water. The last circuit is gonna be the longest, but you're gonna be blending a lot of the stuff that you've already learned together and adding in one more new move. Well, maybe 2. But we are gonna be starting out back in push-up position. And on this last circuit, we're not gonna take a break in between. We're gonna flow right through to your 2nd circuit. So, starting out in push-up position, we are gonna press right back into floor pike. Hold here for a breath. Starting with that right leg, we're gonna reach it out, and we're gonna take this into a Spiderman stretch. So we're gonna bring the foot to the outside of the hand. We're gonna take that same side hand, so your right hand, reach it underneath your torso, Open up and rotate to the ceiling. Good. From here, we're gonna press back into floor pike. Hold here for a breath. Left leg reach. Left leg Spider-Man. Left arm reaches under and rotate. Bring that hand back to the floor, press it back into floor pike again. All right, we're gonna step or hop those feet into a deep squat. So I'm gonna step through this time. Stay low when you get here. Drop your hips into the deep squat. Elbows are on the insides of my knees. I'm gonna reach my right hand to the ceiling. I'm gonna reach my left hand to the ceiling. And then I'm gonna stand all the way up. From here, I'm gonna reach my hands down to the mat, and I'm gonna walk my feet all the way back to push-up position. We're gonna go ahead and press back into floor pike from here. And we're gonna add one more new move in this next round. So we're gonna take that right leg, we're gonna reach that right leg back. We're gonna drive that through again to Spiderman Stretch. We're gonna add a bonus round this week. So we're gonna take that right hand, we're gonna reach under and rotate to the ceiling. Good. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Bring the hand back to the floor. Now we're gonna add a move in. We're gonna take that right leg and we're gonna reach it back. And we're gonna walk ourselves backward in a single leg inchworm. Stand all the way up nice and tall. Hands back to the floor. Walk yourself back out to push-up position. From here, you guessed it, press yourself back into floor pike. Take that left leg, reach that left leg back. Drive it through to Spider-Man. Left arm rotates. Now let's take that left leg and reach that left leg back into the single leg inchworm. Stand all the way up nice and tall. Walk yourself back out to push-up position. Press back into floor pike. All right, from here, we're gonna step or hop those feet into the deep squat position. Keep your hips low, elbows in between your knees. Reach the arm to the ceiling. Reach the other arm to the ceiling. And then stand up nice and tall. Bring your hands to the floor. Step it back. And we're gonna go through this circuit one more time. Bonus round. Press back into floor pike. I know your shoulders are probably feeling it. Mine are too. All right, first one. Reach that right leg back. Let's drive it through to Spiderman Stretch. Right arm reaches under, rotates to the ceiling. Bring that hand back to the ground. Reach that right leg back, single leg inchworm. Stand all the way up nice and tall. Hands back to the floor. Walk it back out. Floor pike. Left leg reaches. Big long reach. Drive the knee through, foot through to Spider-Man. Reach under. Rotate to the ceiling. Single leg Spider-Man. And walk yourself back out to push-up position. All right, floor pike. This is your last floor pike. Shoulders together, shoulders relaxed away from your ears. Hop or step your feet through to deep squat. Now this time, lift the opposite arm first. Stand up nice and tall. Bring your hands to the ground. Step it back into push-up position and lower yourself all the way to the ground. And we're gonna end with some deep breathing. So your heart rate's probably going pretty good at this point. And what we're gonna do is we're going to bring our heart rate back down and slow down our breathing. So take your right hand and make it into a fist and place your fist under your forehead. Your other hand just nice and flat on the mat. And I want you to breathe into your belly. We call this crocodile breathing. And we want to feel your belly expanding against the floor on the inhale. And you want to feel your belly fall on the exhale. With each inhale and exhale, try to match the length of your inhale to your exhale. So if you're inhaling for 6 counts, exhale for 6 counts. And we're going to stay here for about 10 breaths. With each successive breath, feeling your heart rate calm down more and more. Feeling your body relax into the mat. We got some throwbacks on Spotify this morning. Continue breathing into the belly, making sure that you're feeling your belly button raise against the floor on the inhale and feeling your belly button fall on the exhale. Once you feel like your heart rate has calmed down and you are fully relaxed, we're gonna go ahead and bring yourself all the way to a seated, cross-legged position, like so. Forearms on your knees, shoulders down and back. I want you to take your arms up to your sides and inhale, arms up. And exhale, your arms back to your sides. We're gonna do one more of these. Inhale, arms up. Palms to the ceiling, and exhale, palms down. I hope that this helps with being a great start to your day, energizes you, makes you feel really awesome, and leaves you feeling completely ready to tackle whatever is in front of you today. Thank you for joining me. If you want to join us tomorrow again, we are going to be doing Get Fit with Coach Jody at 6 a.m. and with Coach Coach Kirk at 2 p.m. And I will be sure to be sending that link out. It's the same exact link that you used for this morning. So please feel free to join us and share this with anyone who you know needs to get a great workout at home. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Coach Sarah, and this is Functional Effect. Have a great day.